Welcome to our adaptive yoga class. Today you'll need a strap, or you could use a housecoat robe, some water handy, and we're sitting on a solid chair. Alright, so good morning. Hope every afternoon everybody's feeling good. We'll go ahead and get started. Just sort of settle yourself into your chair. Relax the shoulders, loosen up in the face. Take a nice deep breath in and just sigh. Take another deep breath in, and maybe with your sigh, just close your eyes. With our eyes closed, just going to take a moment to notice the sounds around us. We'll hear music, we'll hear activity around. Just take a moment to label all those sounds. Notice what they are. And then we'll let those sounds go. We're going to take the awareness to our breathing. Just notice your breath. Notice as you breathe in and you breathe out. Notice the length of your breath. What the pace, the rhythm is. And just continue to breathe. With each inhale, we just invite calmness into our mind, into our body. And with each exhale, we just let go of the stress, the worries, maybe how we feel today. Breathe in calmness, exhale worries. I'm going to take a few deep breaths. Find that nice long inhale. We'll notice the spine lengthen up. We stay tall as we exhale the breath all the way down. Take a couple more deep breaths at your own pace. Just find that nice long inhale. And the exhale is just as long. And then we come back to the natural rhythm of our breathing. Find that calm rhythm. Relax the shoulders, your jaw. Just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. Explore the body from the top of the head down to your toes, the shoulders, the neck, back, hips, your knees. Just how they're feeling. Accept how your body feels today. Be sure to honor the body in all the poses, stretches that we do. Maybe taking it a little easier when we need to. Just breathing in and breathing out. Start to create a little bit of stretching by bringing the chin to the chest. Feel a little stretch in the back of your neck. Just pull that chin in towards the chest. As we hold our poses, we just breathe. Allow the stretch to release those muscles. And we'll gently roll our head towards our right shoulder. Bring the right ear towards the right shoulder, creating a nice stretch in the opposite side. The shoulders relaxed. And gently roll the head back down, chin towards the chest. And then take it to the opposite side. Again, the shoulder relaxes, the ear to the shoulder. Just breathe. We'll gently bring the head back down. Maybe the chin comes a little closer to the chest. We sit up nice and tall. Slowly lift the head up. Just turn your head and look over your right shoulder. And bring our head back to the center and turn the head the opposite direction. Back to the center. So just take the hands to the side of the body. Maybe scoot ourselves a little bit forward. Come nearer at the edge of our chair. And just taking our feet underneath our knees and sit up tall. Let the hands come to the side. Inhale breath, bring the shoulders up to your ears. And the exhale, we'll bring those arms back down. Just a couple shrugs. Lifting up. And then release one more time. Doing a little bit of cat and cow stretches. Take the hands out in front of us, stretch them forward. We're going to create a curl of our back where we bring the belly button in towards the spine. It's like the body is creating the C shape. The head comes between the arms. Push the arms forward, curl the back. Then we'll take it the opposite direction where the hands come back, maybe touch the chair. Lift up and again creating the opposite. And you just move back and forth. If it works for you, you move with each breath. Otherwise, just breathe and move. One more time. And then back. Go ahead and take the right hand now to our left knee. We'll sit up tall. The other hand comes behind us. Take a nice inhale breath, and on your exhale, turn and look towards the left. Nice long deep breath, and let the breath out. And come back to the center, and we'll go the opposite leg, the opposite hand to your opposite knee, sitting up tall. Hand comes behind. Take a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, turn and look. Breathe in and breathe out. And back forward. So we're going to take our mountain pose, seated mountain pose. Your feet are underneath your knees. And we got that nice even line from the hips down. We sit up tall, shoulders back and down. So our seated mountain pose. Feeling tall and strong. We're going to lean forward a little bit, taking it to child's pose. First child's pose, we'll take it slow. We want to feel the stretch in the lower back. So we're going to lower ourselves down. Just taking it to any place that feels like a nice stretch for you. It might be way low. You might find the hands come to the floor, the head dangles. Or we might keep our head above our heart, feeling a little lightheaded. No matter where we are, we want to find long, deep breaths. And we'll slowly bring ourselves back up. Nice inhale breath and bring the arms up. The arms reach up and we stretch out the fingers. Your hands might be out to the side, they might be straight up and might even touch the hands. Just lengthen up and stretch the arms. Maybe you even gaze up at your fingers. You can always take care of the neck. Maybe the neck, the head stays forward. We'll go ahead and put the right hand down. Keep your left arm reaching up towards the sky. And maybe you bend a little bit. Creating a little bit of an arch. Hand can even rest on your head. Just creating a nice stretch in the side. Back and down to the center, mountain pose. The opposite arm reaches up. Hang on to your chair if you need to. Reach up, stretch up. Maybe gaze. And then bend the opposite direction. Modifying any place we need to. Just listening to how you feel. Any tingling, sharp pain, numbness, falling asleep. We come out of the pose we're doing. Just take a moment to see how we feel. Nice deep breath in and just Alright. We're going to take the arms out to the side and we're going to put the palms facing up. The arms are strong, like we're holding something in our hands. Just hold the hands out strong. Create little circles. Tiny little circles. And then circle the other way. And the hands are reaching out. We can just touch our shoulders. Stretch them back out. Touch the shoulders. Out. One more. Bring the hands up. Hands are stretching out. We're going to stretch out the fingers and crunch. Crunch and stretch. Good. And the hands are up. And we do a little jazz hand wave. Good. Alright. We'll take it in and out. Arms go in. And then we'll go back. And with the elbows going back, feeling the stretch across the back. And forward. Work with your breathing. One breath takes you forward. The opposite takes you back. One more. And the arms come back out, and like we're going to reach up to a pole and pull our whole body, make the arms strong as we pull ourselves up. And again, we reach up and pull. One breath in the opposite direction. Breathe. One more. And then release. All right. Let's bring the hands up forward, touch our shoulders, and just create circles with your elbows. Shoulders warm up a little bit. And then the opposite direction. Hands back on our thighs. Lean forward again into your child's pose. Just feeling a little looser, a little less tension. Just kind of see where you go. Couple breaths here. We're going to lift ourselves up. We call it a flat back, where we're trying to create a nice straight back, compressing the top of the spine to the back. We lift up. And then we'll release back down to our child's pose. We'll slowly bring ourselves back up, rolling up, back up to our seated position. All right, grab a sip of water and your strap. Now take the strap, just have it handy, cross your lap. going to start working with the legs. We're going to go ahead and take our left leg up and just kind of bring it in towards your body. If it's a little too much, just let it go and loosen it out. Just a nice little squeeze, stretch in the inner hips. Then we can decide whether that works for us or do we need to let go a little bit. We're going to create some movement here with our foot. Point the toe, flex and point, down and up. Good. And circular movement around one direction. And then the other. Good. All right, so now we're going to take a leg and create movement in the whole hip socket. Rolling around. Good. And then we'll take it the opposite direction. So now we'll take the strap. And we're going to put the strap onto our foot. I'm just going to stretch out the leg. Find a nice positioning for our legs. Once we've got the strap on the foot, we'll lift the leg up. We might be trying to point the toes at our face, just feeling a nice stretch along the back side of the leg. Try to relax your shoulders, don't be crunching up high. Maybe we notice something that we feel in the hip, just kind of give it a little rub. And just a nice little stretch, maybe it comes a little higher, maybe we're happy right there. Good. And those long deep breaths. Alright, so now we're going to move this leg, and just slowly lower, and then make the leg come up, be light on your strap. Make the leg do a little bit of work. Again, we're breathing. A couple more. Good. Alright. Go ahead and let go of the strap. We're going to take our ankle maybe to the ankle there and just let the knee lay out. Kind of gets a nice stretch here. Or we might be feeling we want to take the foot up onto our knee. We'll do this twice, so you might want to start with it here, and then next time here. We're going to sort of sit up tall, feel the different areas that it's getting stretched. With yoga, we like to come back to the breathing, just letting our mind come back to the breathing in and breathing out. Calms the mind, calms the nervous system. Deep breath. We're going to take this foot out and we'll put the heel down, point the toe up. If you need a strap on it because you're having troubles getting a nice little stretch, you can always have the strap on there as well. Where we're feeling the stretch is all along the back side of the leg, the hamstring. So we want to make sure we're feeling stable on our chair, that we don't slip, and we want to sit up nice and tall. We're going to put a nice smile on our face. We're going to reach the same arm out. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, keep the spine nice and long. Just kind of lean forward like you're trying to reach my hand. Take a nice smile on the face. Some facial exercise. Good, we should be feeling it going all the way up here, and it's making that smile a little bit bigger. Be careful we don't fall off. So just kind of watch if we need to back off or it's too tight, it hurts too much. Just back off. Alright, bring it back up. Sitting up tall, the opposite arm's going to come up. Hollow the belly in, lengthen up in the spine, put a smile on the face. And we lean forward again. The stretch is not quite as intense, but it's a nice smile. Good. We breathe. And then we come back up. We're just going to take this foot and we're going to tap it side to side. We're going to slide the foot back. We want to get a little stretch on the ankles here. So we might slide it back behind the chair. It might be better for you to slide it off to the chair. If we can, we might feel a little bit more stretch here. Okay. Got that little stretch in the back of our ankle there. Now we're going to bring the legs forward. We'll just bring the feet together and bring both heels up and down. Both heels up and down. And again. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring the opposite leg up. We're going to bring this leg in. We give it a little bit of a squeeze. It might come in close to our body. It might be a little bit out. And again, we move our toes. Point them, flex the feet. A little bit of movement in the ankles. And then create some circles, pointing the toes, circle around. And then the opposite direction. Good. All right. Good. Let's go ahead and take the leg now and we're going to roll it around. Creating that nice movement. Then the opposite direction. All right, excellent, good. Let's go ahead and take this leg out, reach it out in front of us, and stretch out. Nice stretch here. Lengthen up through the spine, shoulders back and down. Nice deep breaths. And then we'll create that little bit of movement with this leg. Going to lower and raise the leg, trying to make the leg do most of the work. Good. All right, now we're going to take this foot. It'll either come to our ankle, that feels like a stretch for us, or we'll bring that foot up. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and take this leg. We're just going to bring it down. We're going to point the toe up and we're going to sit up nice and tall. All right, we're trying to feel that nice stretch again on this side and the back side of the leg. Find where we feel a stretch. Bring the same arm. Sit up tall. Good, put a smile on the face. And as we keep the spine nice and long, we'll lean forward like you're reaching for my hand. And we put a smile on the face. We just breathe into that nice deep stretch. Good. Excellent. One more breath. And then slowly bring yourself back up. Okay, good. We're going to take the other hand up and stretch it up. Lift up tall. Same thing. Put that smile on the face. Lean forward, nice long spine. Stretch is not as intense, but we still get a nice stretch. So find that. Stretch and breathe and reach. Good. Excellent. Bring ourselves back up. All right, we'll just tap that foot side to side. Excellent. Slide the foot back. Again, we'll feel that nice little stretch all along the front and the ankle. Let's get a nice stretch. If it's too much, just let the foot be where it is. Good. Good. All right, and we'll bring that leg back. All righty. Toes and feet come together just to lift up and down. Just let the feet come together and knees kind of just hang. All right, maybe we'll go ahead and grab a sip of water. We're going to sit up tall in our mountain pose. Feet are grounded. We lengthen up through the spine. Take a nice deep breath and just stretch up. And then release the arms back down. Take another inhale breath, lift the arms up. Find the arms lifting up to the circling is too much. Just go ahead and bring the arms forward and down. We're going to add our chair pose. So our chair is like we're sitting in the chair, but we're leaning forward, creating a long spine. So we sit up tall, lean forward a little bit, lengthen the spine. Maybe the arms come reaching out or hands together. And breathe. And inhale, breath, lift up, stretch up, maybe even gaze up at the hands, and exhale, take it up. Inhale, back up, and exhale, back down. Two more. together. Moving forward into our child's pose. Your child's pose at this point might be more of a forward fold where you allow your body just kind of hang forward. Head angles, take it gently no to yes. We'll lift up and we're going to create a flat back. So the idea is that we're going to lift the chest up and the spine is compressing from the top of the head down to the tail. Then we release back down and just let the body roll forward. And if we feel dizzy, just bring ourselves up at above the heart. Next breath will bring us up all the way up. And hands together. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, up to your chair. Inhale, back up. And then fold forward. Lift up to your flat back. Back down to a fold. And then all the way back up. Hands to heart center. So one more time. Arms come up. And they extend out. Arms come back up. And then we'll bring ourselves down. Lift up to your flat back. Fold back down. And then arms all the way back up. Reach up if it's okay. Gaze up. And then hands to heart center. Okay. Go ahead and grab a little sip of water and then we're going to bring ourselves up to our standing position. We want to come into our mountain pose and the feet are about hip width apart or like the size of the fists. You just want to feel the heels into the ground, the sides of the feet, balls of the feet, toes wiggle. We just feel the legs strong. We roll the shoulders back and down. We stand up nice and tall. We picture ourselves as the mountain. Nice long deep breath. And let it all out. One more. Good. Right, so all these poses have names and we can kind of picture what that pose does. We're going to go into chair pose where we're going to sit back like you're going to sit into your chair. We want to have the legs strong. We sit back as low as we can. We bring the hands either here. We might come out and reach out in front of us. And we breathe. The back strong. Adjust any place where it hurts on any of the parts of the back. 2 more breaths. Make those legs work. And then we'll push back up. All the way up. If you can, reach the arms up. Stretch them up. Reach them up. And then hands to the side. Stand mountain pose. All right, one more time. Take the arms, reach up. Maybe you gaze up. Hands back down and sit down like you're going to sit in that chair. This time maybe a little bit lower. Maybe just a teeny bit more. Again, we feel ourselves nice and strong and tall. Something that you're holding something between the thighs. We're just holding ourselves strong. We know we can always stand up if we need to. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. We can do it. 1 more. Good. Now push through the feet. Push up. Reach up. Stand up. And reach up and reach and stretch. Put the hands down. Take them to your lower back and just stay in mountain pose and just push the hips forward just a little bit. The shoulders automatically go back a little bit. We lengthen up and we're creating a little back bend with our shoulders. The neck feels safe. You can take the head back, but you can always keep the head forward. Just take a couple deep breaths. Good. All right. We're going to move ourselves. We're going to move the chairs. We're going to do down dog. So you're going to kind of take your chair and just going to turn. We're going to kind of find that nice spot. Most of us will have the seat facing to us. Have that sip of water. And down dog has many options. And we're just going to find what works best for us. So we come into our front of our chair and we go into mountain pose first. You're going to lift the arms and reach and stretch, stretch, stretch. Then your hands are going to touch the top of your chair. You're going to create a right angle or an L. So think about the hips going back farther. Create a nice stretch all along the body. The head comes between the arms if that works for you. And we stretch and we reach and we reach. If you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. We're going to take a few down dog poses, so you might stay here, or you already feel like I need to take my hands to the chair, my forearms to the chair. We walk back a little bit more. Maybe we are at a place where we do down dog all the way down on the ground. Spine where it is for you right now. And take a few deep breaths. Good. And we've had our head upside down for a little bit. We might get a little dizzy, so slowly bring yourself back up. Use the chair, bring yourself closer, come up, stand up, back to mountain pose. All right, so we were talking about the poses have names. We're going to do warrior one. So we're going to keep the right foot forward, the left foot is going to go back. We're going to step that leg back. We want to connect the back side of the foot and the edge of the front foot. So we kind of stretch back, see how far it works for you. Put a little bend in this front knee, and the hips are a little bit forward. If they seem to have a hard time doing that, take that back foot over to the side just a little bit. And then we want to have ourselves strong, pushing down into this pose, and at the same time let the body raise up. Your hands might stay on your hips. And we just hold and we breathe. If we feel like raising the arms up above our head, we're welcome to take that option. 2 more breaths. Very good. All right, we're going to either step forward or back, whichever feels safest for you. Come back into your mountain pose in front of your chair. Chair is there just in case we need to grab onto it, so it's always good to have a chair handy. We're going to do warrior one with the opposite side, so we'll lift the left leg forward, the right leg back. Same thing, we want to try to move the hips forward, adjust that foot, kind of find what works for you. Bend in the knee, sink down and get lengthened up. And maybe we feel like the arms are ready, or we're steady enough for the arms to come up. Let's bring them up here. Goalpost arms. The elbows go back, we get a nice stretch, we reach the fingers up. Find that long, deep breath. Toes are light. One more breath. Good. From here, we're going to go into down dog. So again, you might stand up first, or you might take your hands straight to your chair and walk back. Again, you find your down dog, what feels best right now. Take some long breaths. Good. All right, then we'll slowly bring ourselves out of our down dog pose. We walk the feet forward and stand up. And we'll shoot some arrows in our warrior two. All right, so same scenario. The left foot's going to come back, the right foot stays forward. Or this time, instead of the hips being forward, just turn them a little bit to the left, so they're to the side, but watch that knee, it wants to go with it, so kind of straighten it out. We need the legs farther apart. Good, now the arms come out, shoulders back and down. We reach the fingers apart, like we're just trying to reach ends of the room. Good, now put your palms facing me. Put a fist in the hands. Good. Now take a look over your thumb. So your same hand should be over the front knee. And we're going to breathe. And with each breath, we're going to move. We're going to take an inhale breath, bring this arm forward. Like we're pulling the string on a bow. On the exhale, we pull that arm all the way back. Inhale, we aim, and exhale, we shoot. Good job. Inhale breath comes forward. Exhale breath, we pull back. And we need to aim on the inhale and exhale. Excellent. One more. Maybe you follow that hand all the way back. And then you aim and then you shoot. Very good. All right, shake those arms out. Step ourselves together. A little bit of movement that we need, and then we'll take it to the opposite direction. So the right leg goes back, the left foot forward, hips open to the right. Okay. All right, so then we're going to bring the arms out. Again, the palms are going to face inward. Thumb points up. Good, make sure we're nice, steady positioning. And on your inhale, bring that back arm forward. On the exhale, go ahead and pull. On the inhale, aim. And exhale, shoot. Good. Let's find 2 more. The inhale breath brings that arm forward. The exhale breath pulls it back. Inhale, we aim, and exhale. We got 1 more. Bring that arm forward. Pull back. And we aim. And we... Excellent. All right, we're going to take it back to our down dog. So we're going to take the hands to the chair. 1 more down dog. You might be finding you're able to sink way down. You might be very happy just having the hands on the chair. Let the hips come back and stretch, 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 and breathe. A little bend if you need to in the knees. Nice long deep breath. Then we're going to release the hands. We're going to do forward fold. So your forward fold might bring your feet towards the chair and you let your head hang and dangle, or you might bring your body towards your legs. Either way, we try to let the head dangle. If we're feeling a little dizzy, just bring ourselves back up. We're just creating a nice stretch all the way to the back side of the body. Playing those long, deep breaths. Good, and then we'll slowly roll ourselves up. Slow, slow, slow. Head comes up last. Bringing ourselves all the way back up to a standing position. Good, we stand up tall. Back to that mountain pose. Grounded, lengthened. Arms reach out in front. And then we take them out to the side a little bit. Just let the palms go out to the side. And roll the shoulders back and down like you're grabbing a beach ball. Just give the chest a nice opening. Good. Just breathe. Nice deep breaths. Excellent. And then release. Shake it out. We're going to go into our balancing poses. Grab a drink of water. And we're going to just place this chair on your left side of you so you can use it for balancing. So we'll just kind of settle in. Find mountain pose first. Good. Everybody's finding their mountain pose.
Okay.
All right, so we've got the chair on the left side of us. We're standing in mountain pose, and we're going to balance. So we're going to put the weight into the right side. You want to think mountain pose into your right foot. You know, lengthen up through the body. Keep your hands on your hips for right now, and one on the chair. We're going to bring this inside leg up. So for some of us, this might be our challenge right here. Or you might bring that leg a little higher, even in line with our hip, bringing it up high. Flex the foot, and we hold, and we breathe. Most importantly with balancing and other poses is the breathing. So find that nice, long, deep breath. Find something to stare at, something that's not moving. Just find your focal point. Good. If we start shaking or we have to come back and stand, that's fine. Just take your time and get back into the position. Now if we want another challenge, stretch that leg out in front of you and just hold it up and breathe. Good. You might find that leg is even shaking. That's okay. Bring the opposite arm up and we're going to slide this foot back. First touch the floor and just stretch finger to toe. You might find like, ooh, this is exactly where I need to be. Or we might lift that toe up and find a little bit more of a balance than me. We take our hand off the chair. You find your challenge point. Just breathe. And we can always come to mountain pose anytime we need to. One more breath. And we'll all meet in mountain pose. Ooh. Both feet come down. Nice deep breath in, nice sigh. We're going to need to do the other side, so the easiest way is just kind of move around. The chair is on the opposite side. Make sure it's nice and solid. Come into your mountain pose again. This time, this outside leg, the left leg, is going to be solid. So we want to find ourselves nice and grounded into the floor. We're just going to lift the toe. Maybe this is it for us. Maybe we lift it up. Maybe we lift it real high, flex the foot, and we breathe. Just engaging that left leg, make it strong and tall. We're reaching up, and if we want, another arm might come up. Now we kick this leg out. Hold it up there. Breathe. Excellent. We're going to slide that leg back, and maybe the toe just stays there. We reach the other hand. Just stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. Maybe you lift that toe. Maybe you kind of find a little deeper stretch. Maybe take your other hand off. All right, good. And breathe. Good. And we come back to mountain pose again. Both feet come on the ground. A nice deep breath, nice sigh, and just a moment of gratitude for 2 feet that stand on the ground. Good. Very nice. All right, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves back to the chair. Just kind of maneuver your chair around. Grab another drink of water as we're settling in. And some of us prefer to be on the floor, and we're going to do our tabletop. And that will be cat and cow movements with our hands and feet on the ground. But for most of us, we still prefer to be seated. So after we've had that sip of water and we're settled down in the chair, make sure you have your strap nearby. Good. All right, so remembering the cat and cow like we did in the beginning of the class, where the hands were in front, hollow the belly in, and just going to curl the back, and the arms come to the side, whether they reach out or just a little bit arch in the back the opposite direction. And just creating that movement. Hollowing in and lifting up. Even the hands can be on our thighs if that works better for us. Same on the floor. We're reaching high in that cat stretch and then dropping the belly. Arms are strong. 2 more breaths. Good. Last one. And then we'll stretch forward back to our child's pose, and we should notice that it's a little bit easier to do. We've warmed up a lot, we've moved a lot, so you can take the feet farther apart, and as long as you feel safe, you can lean into the chair, into your thighs a little bit more. Maybe you let your hands hang and your head hang. Again, if we don't feel this works for us, we keep the head above the heart and just let the lower back get a nice stretch. All right. We'll bring ourselves back up. We're on the floor. We'll come into a seated position, and we're going to do a little spinal twist, just like the beginning of the class. On the floor, you'll take your right knee up. Good. And the rest of us are going to take, we're going to take our left hand to our right knee. We're going to sit up tall. On the exhale, we make the turn. And find the turn goes to the right. Take another deep breath in. Maybe turn just a little bit more. And we make sure we're breathing. Come back to the center. Take another inhale. And exhale. And then we take the opposite hand to the opposite knee. We switch legs on the floor. Sit up tall. Take a nice inhale again. And on the exhale, make the turn to the left. Take a few deep breaths. Back to the center. On the floor, you're going to lay and roll on your back and bring your knees into your chest to give yourself a hug. We're just going to take our left leg, kind of pull it in, give us a nice little squeeze again. It might be a little more flexible right now. And then the other leg in. Good. And then both legs come back down on the ground. So sometimes doing these exercises a second time is feel a little bit more. We enjoy it a little bit more. So we're going to take our strap to our left foot. If you're on the floor, you're going to be on your back. The left foot is going to reach up into the sky. On the chair, we're going to take the strap and we're going to reach it again on our foot. And we're going to reach it forward, and maybe we feel like we can lift it up just a little bit more. Maybe not. We've been here before. Let's just breathe into the stretch and notice the difference of it. Maybe it's the same. create a little bit of movement. Take the leg out to the side, but make sure the leg is in line with our hip, lowering it down a little bit. We'll take the leg up to the left. A little bit of stretch in the inner thigh. Good. Yes. So we'll have a band in our other knee, and we're going to bring our foot either to our ankle, because that felt good, and we're taking care of knees and hips, or we might bring the foot up onto our knee. I think about the knee going away from us, and we feel a nice little stretch. Sit up tall. Good. And we might even find we lean forward a little bit more. Bring our leg in if we're on the floor to our body. One more breath, and then we'll all come back up. Good. We're going to trade legs now. We're going to take the opposite leg up, strap on it. You're going to reach that leg out and sit up tall. Nice stretch. Find that stretch that just is right. A few deep breaths. We're going to take the leg out to the side, so let it be in line with our hip, and we'll just take the leg out to the side. Good. All right, nice. And the knee comes to either the ankle or up on our knees. Put a band in the knee if we're on the floor. Good. And all of us are thinking about that knee going away from us. We sit up tall. And then we could lean forward. Great. And then we'll bring ourselves back up. All right. Go ahead and just take the straps to the side and the soles of your feet together. So letting the knees just kind of hang out. The elbows, arms can come up, elbows back, nice little stretch. I'm going to do eagle arms here. The hands might touch, they might grab our shoulders or we might wrap them. So go ahead and bring the arms forward. One option is hands touch, maybe elbows touch. Right there we're feeling the stretch across the back. Maybe we take the right underneath the left. And the hands go wrapping, or we grab onto our shoulders and just keep stretching and stretching and stretching. Keep the head in a nice, even position. And breathe. And take a look at your arms and notice which one's on top, and we're going to switch. We're going to bring the arms out to the side. Bring your knees together, let your feet walk up to the side. Now we're going to take the opposite arm under. Maybe we bring them together, wrap, grab onto the shoulders, and breathe. And the head needs to be in nice alignment. It's that neutral, that same place where it should be. And a breath. And then just release the arms. Just a little roll of the shoulders. The head moves a little bit. And stretch out your toes. And reach the arms up. Create a nice little stretch. We're laying as long as we can, reaching the toes, reaching the hands. Sitting, we might find the arms come to the side. Any kind of stretch that feels right for you. Good. And then we'll just find our Shavasana. And roll around, move a little bit. See what feels comfortable. Some of us might find we just kind of slouch in our chair. We might find we want to lean forward and just rest in child's pose. We might find we want to turn ourselves around and bring the knees up onto the chair. Or we might just sit up tall. The idea here is to let the body relax and let the mind find a few minutes of stillness. So relax shoulders, relax face, close the eyes, and then take the mind back to your breathing. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Just find that stillness. We gently want to bring the awareness back into this by just wiggling the fingers. We wiggle the toes. We tap the fingers, tap the toes. We can move our head just a little side to side. On the floor, we can roll to the side before we're ready to come into a seated position. A couple deep breaths. And when we feel ready, we slowly let the eyes open. Bring our hands together to heart center. In yoga, we like to say the word namaste. And namaste means the light in me, is the light in you. It's been an honor and a privilege to be here and guide you through your practice. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live in peace. Namaste.